Guess who just came in? Guess who just came in? You can come in. We were just talking about you. So I don't have any problem with lizards on the wall or on the corner of my room or in the outside world. I do not mind them. But it's one thing being all cutesy, crawling up on the walls, and it's another thing being on the ceiling under which I'm sleeping, or being on the floor, or going in my stuff and then being unable to get out of it. That's not cute. That's not cute. That's annoying. That's kind of disgusting. That's borderline disgusting to me. And I cannot stop myself from sharing the two most traumatic incidents in my 20s that have happened to me because of lizards. So let's just get to it. So this goes back in 2021. I was a 20-year-old. My days included of studying, eating, and then sleeping, and then doing the same thing again. Okay, so I was already having a hard week, and I was sick. I think it was COVID. It was undiagnosed. I definitely did not have a sense of smell or taste. I'm not exaggerating. I couldn't taste stuff. Whatever. I popped some pills, some common cold pills, and I went to sleep, and struggling with a cold that's definitely COVID, and also studying because I had no choice. And what's about to come, she has no idea. So I go to sleep, right? I go to sleep in the night, and actually I could go to sleep completely because I was hearing the voice, the sound that lizards make. You know, I can't even do that. It's very similar to what a clock makes, a wall clock makes. You know the sound, right? Because I can't do it. Partly because I'm not talented enough, also because I don't want to go there. So yeah, so I was just hearing this voice, and I was like, you know what? Sorry, hearing this sound, voice, what? Hearing this sound, and I was like, you know what? It just did. It just parkoured. Okay, so yeah, so I hear the sound, and I'm like, it's okay, right? And I also, I took extra measures because I was smart. Okay, I was smart back then. I was a smart kid, and what's it doing? I thought that since lizards are on walls, and my bed was kind of joined with the wall, like it was touching the wall, so I was like, let me move my bed to the middle of the room so that it doesn't touch any walls, and I am safe. No lizards come on my bed, right? Smart, right? And I was like, surely I'm safe now. And I go to sleep in that sound, all of that's going on. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to know. So I was like, you know what? Just carry on. I'm going to try to go to sleep. Yeah. And I did. I eventually went in deep sleep, whatever that was. And okay, it's fine. Just give me a second. Okay. It's about 2 or 3 in the morning, and it's pitch black, obviously, in my room because I'm sleeping. And I'm sleeping like this, right? I'm on the side and like this area of my face, this cheek, it's exposed, and I feel something land on my face like this. It was a lizard. Obviously, it was a lizard. It landed on my cheek. It landed on my cheek of my face, and I immediately knew what it was. I was pulled right out of my sleep. I moved it away. I slapped it away from my... It wasn't hurt. I did not hurt it. But I, brushed it off of my face. And I jumped out of my bed. I switched the light on. And there it was, on my bed. It was a lizard on my bed. And it was right there where I was sleeping 2 seconds ago. It was very quick. I left my pillow. I left everything. I left my phone. I left everything. I ran out of my room because that lizard was still there looking at me like she was in shock. What about me? What about me? And then I went to the sink at 2 or 3 in the morning when I'm supposed to be peaceful and relaxed. I'm hunched over the sink and I'm washing my face over and over again. I'm using soap, I'm using body wash, I'm using everything I can. And then I go into the living room and I try to sleep. I slept in the living room for years and years. So that's one story. And then I turned 22, 23, forgot about all of this, put this all behind me. Until one day, I was sacrificed again. And this happened, you'll be shocked to know. This happened in January. It's bone-chillingly cold in January here. And this happened in January. I was 24. It was supposed to be a nice day. I was on leave from my horrible office. Let's not go there. And I was like, you know what? Today is a mental health day for me. I'm going to take care of myself today. I'm going to do self-care. And it was afternoon and I went to wash my hair. And I was like, let me shampoo my hair, make it all nice. And I went to the washroom. The power was out. There was no electricity. We have an inverter battery, but it wasn't there in the washroom. There was no light in the washroom. And I was like, it's okay. The day, it's daytime and there was direct source of light coming in our house. So I was fine with it. I can see enough. Right, can you? Little did I know. I washed my hair, obviously. I had my towel right there to wrap my head, ready, standby. I wash my hair, I get done with it, I condition it, it's nice and all, it's smelling good. And my hair was long at the time, so it was there on my shoulder. It was it's wet hair, so it's going to be kind of dripping. Yeah, right. What's happening? I'm looking at the lizard. That's what's happening. Okay, it's dripping. Why is it so skinny? Why is it so skinny? Skinny for some reason. That makes it even more scary. Yeah. I had my towel, right, and I had just washed my hair. It was drippings and it was long at the time, so I'm uh, yank my towel off like I'm the queen, and I feel something on my shoulder. you know in life there are many questions that you wonder the answer to, but you never think to yourself that a wet hair strand and the feeling of a lizard on your shoulder can be the same thing. They can feel like the same thing, because that happened to me. They felt like the same thing. There was a lizard on my shoulder, and for the longest time I did not realize that was the case. It was just a hair strand to me. My breaths, it's okay. And so I did what any other person would do. I'm like, this is a hair strand, let me just let me take it all up and wrap it up in my towel and all that. And I just touched it. I touched it. And cherry on top, I was wearing a similar color, like I was wearing a skin color jacket at the time, and it was very similar to a color of a lizard, right? So it was hard to, like, it was camouflage, and there's no light, by the way, so can I see enough now? I can't. Right, it's there. I saw it now, and I'm like, please get off of me. Why are you here? It's January. It doesn't understand, obviously, because it doesn't speak my language. It's not fluent in human communication, obviously. One more fun fact about lizards is that it's hard for them to move in the winters. Like, they get stiff or, I don't know, lazy. It's really hard for them to move, and it makes it even harder for them to move when the surface is wet. And both of those boxes are checked, because both of those things are there. It's cold, and it's also, this whole part is now wet because of my hair, right? And I'm like, and so for 5 seconds, I'm not exaggerating, this is all happening to me. None of this is fictional. I've lived this. This is my truth. And I'm trying to like, move it, please move. And it moves, but it falls on my legs. And I'm like, still trying, obviously, to please just move. And I'm not trying to hurt it. I'm a good kid. I don't hurt it. I'm like, please, can you please, I have to leave, come on. I have to leave and scream for days about what just happened to me. Can you please just not make this more painful for me? And I tried, and she finally fell onto the floor, and she could not move, so she was there just on the floor, frozen. And me too, I was also there, frozen. So we're both on the floor technically, and it hits me, and I run out of the washroom, and I am screaming, and I do not recover for about a year. And this is a year later. And this year I am 25, right? I'm all grown up, right? I was fine. We renovated our house, and we just had it painted. These walls are freshly painted. It's been 6 months, not that fresh, but this is a fresh paint. And I thought to myself that when you renovate and you have like fresh balls of paint, lizards don't come. I made this up, and I comforted myself until yesterday. I find in my room not one, two lizards in my room, and I was like, that's great. No, it's amazing to me. Something, don't go on the ceiling, please. Just don't go. Hey, just don't. Yeah, if you somehow support lizard propaganda, or if you are a lizard watching this, don't go on the ceiling, right? If you can't hold your stance and you're going to fall on people's face in the middle of the night, don't do that. Don't be in my stuff, right? Don't be snooping in my stuff. You literally don't know what any of it does. So don't be so nosy. Just let me be. I want to let you be as well. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate you, right? I don't think you're disgusting. Well, okay, you got me there. I do think that you're disgusting, but it's fine. If you're disgusting by yourself in the corner of the room, in the corner of my room or my house, right? Does that make sense to you? But it has dawned upon me that only a human being will be like, my room, my house. Only a human being will be like, this is my stuff. I own this. I earned for this, It's how we are so entitled. We forget that oh my god, it's looking at me. It's okay. Yeah, but we forget that nothing belongs to us. Because we are all going to turn into dust. We do not remember that always. We tend to definitely ignore that, that we came here alone, unaccompanied by anything, by any possession, right? And I don't own any. I also legally don't own this house, right? Because this is my parents' house, so I don't have an ownership in any sense, right? But I can't be like, even if it was my house, even if I did own this house, I don't own this house. I don't anything in this world. Nothing belongs to me. And in the same sense, lizards, flies, animals can be anywhere. Human beings are the only species that will fight only on the basis of, hey, I own this. Hey, this was mine first. Hey, this was promised to me. Hey, oh my god, where did it go? It just disappeared. It clean. Can it fly? Can this one fly? Oh my goodness, how did it? 1 second, it was right there. Where did it go? Did it fall on the floor? I have goosebumps. I don't know if you can see, I have goosebumps. Oh, it's right there. Look at me, such a hypocrite, right? Will I ever love lizards in my whole life? No. Will I always find them disgusting and will be partly scared of them because they have given me trauma and I'm really, really struggling to move on from? Definitely. 100% yes. Obviously. But I think I have to make peace with it. I can't just be like, oh my god, I'm cursed. Because I'm not. I don't think so. I think this keeps happening to me because I don't take a lesson from it. I don't learn from it. I'm always like, lizards suck. I'm always trying to find a way to drive them out of my room, to drive them out of our house or whatever space I am in. I just don't want them. The amount of times I've asked my mom to just get a broom and drive them away, make them leave, because I don't want that. I want them to be here. They're welcome in this space. No. Hey, they're neither welcome nor they should be forced to leave, because they're also, are they animals? Are reptiles animals? They're also living beings. How about that? They're living beings, and just like I want to be welcomed everywhere, you know what, no. But that's not the point. I'm trying to say that let them be, and let yourself be as well. Do not fixate on their movements. Do not overthink that what happened to you years ago will happen to you again today. It can. I'm not saying that it's not possible. It's very much possible. I can see that happening to me again, and I feel like I'm manifesting it by talking about it and not forgetting about it. But that's where is she going? Oh, oh, okay. A human being is a bigger animal and a much more dangerous animal than any other animal in this world, because when any other animal attacks or kills, it kills for its survival. Either it needs food or it needs to protect its life. But when human beings do it, and human beings kill too, it's for hobby, it's for ownership, it's for power, it's for entitlement. The things that do not matter, because you're eventually going to be one with the ground. Either you're going to be buried or you're going to be lit up or you're going to be lit up in fire. Totally unrelated. I'm gonna go to another room. I'm gonna go to the living room. I think I actually feel hot in this room. It's better out there. It's colder in the other room, so I'm just going to go and not return for a year.